different would this be from, okay, anyway, is it because the opposition party has said we're going to create a women's bank? That's why you're also bringing WOTEF, even though we have Maslock?
I suspect the opposition party is also interacting and engaging with people and finding out what is your challenge and how do we respond to it. Remember, we have said time and time again that this election is not about the slogans of the parties. This election is about who has the most feasible solutions to the challenges on the horizon. And that's why we say that our manifesto is themed on bold solutions for the future, bold solutions for jobs and businesses. So I suspect what has happened is that they're also engaging with the women. And when you engage with the women, they will tell you that our major challenge in the marketplaces includes having liquidity from the institutions that we deal with to fuel our business. They have elected that they will create an institution for women. I am not sure that our women say that when they go to these institutions, they are not served because they are women. The feedback they give us is that the major challenge they have is that of liquidity with the institutions that they already do business with. Because the higher level institutions have some requirements which they at the lower levels in trade don't necessarily align with. But the institutions that they align with don't have that much liquidity that they are looking for and the terms that they are looking for. So I suspect that they are trying to respond to it in their own way.
Okay.
By trying to introduce an institution, which they say if they're able to set up a bank for women, they think that bank will solve the problem for women. We're of the view that if you look at the licensing requirements of banks, prudential requirements of banks, and if you measure that against what the women really want and the ability to sustain this, we think that a better route is to use the existing institutions, the rural banks, the savings and loans companies, and to make liquidity available to them through this WOTEF. Okay. And that's why you find that our proposition, our solution to this is very different from what they are seeking.
Will it come at an agreed fee they have to lend on to the women, or then they have to decide and do it within the system that they have?
First of all, the cost of funding is not zero. The time value of money is not zero. So you'd expect that when money is made available to these institutions, there will be a certain minimal charge. But what you should expect is that because it is not deposits that these institutions have gone to raise and promised a certain higher return on, it will obviously be cheaper than the deposits that they are raising. Those are issues of implementation, and I'm sure that when we get to that point, we can. But what the women in our markets across the country can be sure about is that through WOTEF, the rural banks and the savings and loans companies that you are already dealing with will get the liquidity you are asking for so that they can better support you in the markets.
Okay.